Okay, so, oh, man, I will fuck.
Hey, what's up guys? So, as you can probably tell by the cinematic there, that fires right up. You know, when you're on vacation for Thanksgiving and you find a good deal on a car, you just gotta make it happen, you know what I mean? I was at my sister's for Thanksgiving, and it's down here in Louisiana. And I like looking for cars down here because basically there's no rust on anything, so you don't have to worry about that as much as you do in Missouri, where I live. I always kind of look for cars on Marketplace wherever I go, to be honest. This time I did find this 1996 Coupe, which I was actually looking for because it's the only other chassis that I need to complete my Golden Era Honda collection. And I have a lot of hatches, so I was like, I feel like I need to get a Coupe. I've had a couple of these cars in the past. Actually, I've had quite a few of these cars in the past, but I wanted to get something, again, just so I have it whenever I'm ready to work on it. I don't know, it might be a little while before you guys see it on the channel. It's got some bumps, some bruises. It's not perfect by any means, but it was $600 DX automatic, so I'm gonna have to do some work to make it fun. I got a U-Haul trailer, which is kind of wild that I was able to get one on Thanksgiving. Once we get it home, I'll get it off the trailer. I'll show you guys the details about it. You can make your own decision whether I got taken to the cleaners or not. I'm gonna definitely be building this thing. I'm not sure what I'm gonna be doing. I'll be thinking about that for the drive home, but as you can hear, it does run really, really good. It doesn't have any crazy leaks. It has a check engine light. I'm pretty sure it's for the transmission because it does do a weird thing when it shifts. Anyway, I'm gonna get it on this trailer and we'll go from there. See what happens with this thing. So I'm out here waiting around with my brother at the yard, and I'm getting some things for Mark from Honda Street Garage that he needs. He's got a Golden Era Integra that he's doing some work on. If you don't follow Mark from Honda Street Garage, you should head on over to his channel and check it out because he's pretty knowledgeable and he works on some interesting stuff. No, this is running. He needed a battery tray and a AC line here. Anyway, yeah, go check out his channel. Okay, guys, so this is what we're going to be working with. I got it home, got it off the trailer, but this is it. It's a 1996 DX Civic. It is an automatic transmission. It's only had a couple owners in its life, but I'm pretty sure the last owner was quite rough on it. All in all, it's in pretty decent shape. As I said before, I was visiting family for Thanksgiving in Louisiana. And in Louisiana, there's really no rust problems. So the inner fenders and all the problem areas that typically can have rust, this is just not an issue. I think it spent most of its life there. For the last couple years, I know it's been used for a commute car back and forth from home to school for a gentleman, and he's just didn't need it anymore. So it is a low mileage car though. So let me take you around the car, show you what we're gonna have to fix. Starting in the front here. As you can see, it's still got hubcaps. It's not modified at all. It's got zero modifications to the car, which was a huge appeal to me. In the video, I know it looks pretty straight, but there's definitely some issues. There's a pretty good lengthy dent right here that I'm gonna have to take out. The headlights definitely have seen better days. I do have a 2000 car that I plan to use the whole front end off of. So we'll be doing a 99 2000 front end on the car. Front fenders are in pretty good condition. It needs a door handle. He's got this rigged up, which actually, thankfully he does. We got some surface rust. It's nothing major. It'll all sand right off. Obviously no rust here in the inner fenders. This side has a good side skirt. The other side definitely needs one. Factory exhaust, no modifications to the car at all at this point. It's got tint on the sides and I'm gonna have to pull off, which is kind of a pain, but you know, whatever. These cars are known to have faulty interiors. A lot of times these are all beat up. This insert here is done. They're all done. All new interior for this car that I've just been hanging on to for years. Seats are in decent condition, although I do not like the EK seats. They sit up entirely too high for me. Mileage is 106. I did double check that to make sure that that's an accurate mileage reading, and it is. The cluster has never been changed in Louisiana. You have to report that. So it was kind of nice actually, because I was able to confirm that. A lot of people just change the gauge clusters and that changes the mileage. But even so, it's really hard to find a car with that low of mileage even on the cluster. Moving on here, you got the center consoles, pretty dirty. This car I haven't done anything to since I got it home. Obviously in Louisiana, the sun is quite harsh, so the backs of the rear seats are pretty sun faded and kind of falling apart, so I might have to do something different with those. We will be swapping it to a 5-speed. I have a whole 5-speed setup for that. Trunk is in decent condition. Changed the radio, so we threw that in there. Body wise, pretty good condition. Oh, let me show you this. Headliner is definitely in poor condition, which is really common for this body style. I ended up taking off these sun visors because they were just deteriorating to the point where it was dropping stuff in my eyes as I was test driving it. Yeah, I know. This is our hood pop, because every single hood pop is broken on the 96 to 2000 stuff. So let's check out underneath the hood. There it is in all of its glory. Single overhead cam. It's probably like a D15 or D16 non-VTEC with the really terrible intake manifold. AC does work, power steering does work. So I'm gonna try to hang on to those. That's kind of what we're working with on the EK. It's the only Golden Era chassis that I don't currently have. I have the 88-91 hatch, I have the 92-95 hatch, I have a Del Sol, so the only other chassis I really wanted was the EK hatch or coupe. And I really kind of wanted a coupe because I have everything else as hatches. My plans with the car are really to just kind of, I'm highly considering, since it's OBD2 already, just dropping the GSR swap into it and running that. I'm gonna have to do the 5-speed swap with the pedals and the shifter and all that anyways, so I really thought about just doing that. And I have the ECU and the axles and everything for the Integra, so all that stuff just drops right into the EK chassis. That's pretty much it. I bought it because it was cheap and it was low mileage and it didn't have any rust. Those were all things that I really wanted. So we're definitely going to get through the EF chassis first, because I still have obviously some work to do with that. We had some issues with the EF after we got it running. If you guys want to see more on the EK and what I ended up doing to it, hang out. It's going to be a good time. I do actually plan on doing more to that car than just making it a daily car. Like, comment, subscribe. That all helps me out growing the channel. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. I appreciate you guys for watching. Anyway, I'm going to wrap the video up right there. Like I said, hang out if you want to see more EK content. There's going to be definitely more EF content because I got to work on that car and finish it up. And then the Del Sol is gonna get painted, as well as the DC Integra that I have floating around here also. So there's a lot of stuff to work on. As I get older, it's definitely about the journey, less about the race to get the car done. So keep chasing those builds, get through them, and enjoy your guys' cars. Have a good night, guys.